Hi, you guys. Oh boy, what do we have here? What do we have here? I tried to clean it up a little bit. So I've never worked with alcohol ink before. I don't understand it. I know nothing about it. This is the first pack I ever purchased. Maybe the last pack I ever purchased. I don't know. These were purchased together in one package, like I say. And I just threw the packaging away because, you know, I'm not going to need it, but it's, you know, one of these packages. The colors in it are Dijon, Sienna, and Ember. And I tried multiple things to spray it on, and it seemed to soak through everything. So if you do use something like this, make sure you have something it's not going to soak through. I thought I did, but I didn't. And so then I was just playing with it, and I took a piece of yellow sort of cardstock and I dipped it in, and I don't have any. There's like some sort of alcohol ink medium, I guess, that you can spray on it to thin it out, or I don't know. Maybe I should watch a video before I play with this stuff. I'm surprised I didn't burn my house down. Anyway, I was trying to come up with some fiery looking paper. The reason why is because I want to make this butterfly with my stamps. Okay. So I will show you the paper that I came up with. This is it. So I think it's pretty cool. It looks neat, you know. I used a lot of this stuff to get that. I don't know. I think maybe I would use sprays next time. Well, we are going to use this stamp. It's a Stampin' Up! Stamp that I got at a thrift store, so I couldn't tell you when it was made or anything like that. And I am going to use some black StazOn, and we're going to stamp this butterfly onto this fiery looking paper. And I did practice once, so I know it turns out really cool. And I'm sure it's been done before, but I've never done it. So you could make all kinds of paper of different, you know, colors to get your butterflies. So this particular paper on that side is really sucking it up. So I'm going to try it on this side. You know, this is that paper that has sort of a, I don't know if you can see it, but that texture to it. And the ink, I think, is not liking that texture very much. So I'm gonna try the other side. And I'm really getting it wet. I'm getting my fingers too. Okay, so let's try this side. I'm really pushing down hard. That's better, huh? Okay, I'm gonna do another one. It's really, really wet. And I do have a little foam thing underneath here to help it out. But I don't think I would do this on this particular type of paper again. Okay. Get that out of the way. So let's cut this out, and I'm gonna cut right on the line. I don't want to, you know, have to ink or anything like that. I mean, I'm saying on the line, but maybe not exactly. So we went to the awards thing last night at the high school. I told you in my last video that my daughter was one of the students that was going to be honored. Of course, she's a junior this year, and really the ceremony was mostly for seniors, because it was, you know, talking about all the people who were awarded scholarships and who the valedictorian was going to be, and, you know, just all this kind of stuff. And then they kind of threw in some junior, actually not only juniors, but like all other grade levels. Teachers chose people for certain things. And so my daughter was chosen as Junior of the Year for her, from her history teacher, which was really cool. He said very nice things about her. So my, you know, I'm one of those people that I have a self-deprecating personality, and I feel like if I poke fun at myself, somebody else can't poke fun at me first, you know? Okay, so that's what it turned out like. This is what it turned out like on different paper that wasn't as porous. So I think the colors I like better on this one, but the stamping I think I like better on this one. I don't know what you guys think. But they're very cool, right? And again, I had done it on yellow paper so that if something didn't work out, you know, there was still some color to it. But then I was thinking to make a cluster for this pocket here. Oh man, I forgot to plug in my hot glue gun. I thought I was totally ready. Well, anyway. Oh, come on. So I was talking about the awards thing. So her dad and I are very proud of her and all that. But, you know, I always say that I don't know where she gets it from, you know, can't be me, that sort of thing. And so last night I said, well, sweetheart, you know, you get that from me. And I laughed, but her dad laughed too hard. And I'm like, hey, come on now. You're not supposed to agree just that easily. Anyway. But yeah, he said that she did a good job of analyzing historical information, like historical events. And that it's not real common for the high school students to be able to grasp that concept, you know, like when they have an assignment and they have to look up historical events from a certain time period, and they have to kind of answer questions or come up with something regarding, she's talked a little bit in the past about some of her assignments, and apparently she's good at it, so that's good. But anyway, isn't that pretty? I think it's a really pretty butterfly. I was thinking just to add it like that. So let's see, we'll do some Fabri-Tac. And oh my goodness, so some of these kids, oh, kids are so impressive. They really are. I mean, for one thing, the way the world is today and that they can succeed the way that they do, just wow, you know, that's all I have to say. These kids, their grades and all that kind of stuff, and being in and out of school since let's see, these particular seniors, they were able to go through the freshman year. It was during their junior year that COVID closed schools down. So my daughter started freshman year and COVID hit. So it was during her freshman year that schools got closed down. So these particular kids had their freshman year with normal school, and then their senior year has been mostly normal, like school's been open the whole time, but there have been, you know, constant sort of things that have to, like people have been sent home all year long because of contact type things. So I'm going to put glue just kind of in the center to leave it a little loose, I think, so that the wings are a little loose. Isn't that cute? I love that butterfly. So you know that I'm doing two. So let's go ahead, and of course I'm going to do the same thing again. So if you want to keep watching and hearing me talk, then that would be cool, or you could just not. But you know, you guys, you could do this with all your stamps. Like sometimes we have like a flower stamp or something like that, and you could do whatever color you wanted. And if your flower stamp has leaves, you could stamp it again onto maybe paper that's green and then cut them out and put it back together. Might be kind of cool. Like I say, I'm sure that somebody's done this before. But I was sitting here going, you know, I really want a butterfly that looks like that and that is pretty big. And so I decided to give a try making it myself. And I would really like to use different, you know, media, is that what you would call it? You know, different things to make my artsy bits with. But I don't have very many things, you know. So like I said, I have those 3 colors of alcohol ink. And then after playing with them today, I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know that I want any more alcohol ink. So, you know, I get to that point, and it's because if I could just stop and spend all my time focused on one thing, I think then maybe I would be a little bit better at figuring out how to use it. But that's not really easy to do, you know, just to focus on one thing only. So I don't know if there's something else that could be on this cluster. I have some of this stuff that I kept playing with before I started my video, and I was just kind of poking it around, and I can't make it look right. I don't know if it's too much, too little, just out of place. I was just trying to add something else, but it doesn't seem to make any sense to me. Like it doesn't really add any interest. I think it just looks like I'm adding some strings, which basically is what I was just doing. So yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see, so I have this one. I am mostly prepared though. I found a little piece of vellum to add to the signature today, and then I added some mulberry paper into it today. I was watching Marcy at Creators Call Shop the other day, and she was making, I think she was making clusters, and she showed how to tear mulberry paper, and of course I didn't know that. I was like, oh. And so you get it wet and it tears, and so then it makes the edge look really cool. And so I added a little bit of that to it. Let's see if that's gonna, so there's that one and there's that one. I really like the stamping of this one, but I like the color of this one better. Well, let's go ahead and Fabri-Tac it down. And And then I'll show you the butterfly on the front again, and we can compare what it looks like or how it looks. Are you supposed to say what it looks like? Can you end a sentence like that? I wish I knew those things. My English teacher in high school, he was really good at teaching us those kinds of things, but I forget. I tend to forget. And then you have, well, I don't know. I forget, is all. Probably put a little bit too much glue on that. Okay, I'm gonna sit this off to the side, and then let's look at the front one. Isn't that cute the way it tore there, and so the paper laying, you know, up against it? Very cute. Anyway, so it looks close, doesn't it? That's fun. So you can use your butterfly stamps in this way, or any of your stamps, you know, just play with your papers. Very cute. Okay, you guys. So there are our butterfly clusters today. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.